Now we are ready for the steeplechase final, and it's Doris Lemon-Goulet all up and down the record board. She has the collegiate record, she has the meet record from last year. She's the defending champion, and with these conditions, who knows what might happen today.
Dwight, she also has the 3 fastest performances in collegiate history. Last year, she set the collegiate record at this meet. She then broke it back in April at the Wake Forest Invitational. She has won 3 national titles within the last year alone. She's now looking to defend this title. And from what we saw racing on Thursday, she ran the fastest qualifying in this event that we have seen. She is primed to yet again alter that record book that she has already dominated. We also have from BYU, Lexi Holiday Lowry. She's among 7 distance runners that Diljeet Taylor has brought to Eugene. This is her final race representing BYU. Coach Diljeet Taylor said training has gone well, confidence is high. She has just steadily built off the success she's had indoors with a focus on this championship. And from NC State, Angelina Napoleon, the conference champion out of the ACC in this event.
They'll bypass the water jump and the first barrier the first time around the track. Lexi Holiday Lowry is just 0.05 seconds over the World Championship qualifying standard of 9:18 flat. Doris Lemon-Goulet has that standard and will very likely compete for her native Kenya at the World Championships in Tokyo later this summer.
And we have seen Doris Lemon-Goulet and Lexi Holiday Lowry battle it out head-to-head in a number of race situations, championship racing situations, going back to indoors. Lexi Holiday Lowry pushed Doris Lemon-Goulet to the closest finish that she had seen in the indoor 5,000 to the NCAA championships as they take that first jump there, navigate that first barrier.
And we'll get a sense real quickly of what the pace will be that Doris Lemon-Goulet is going for. She appears to really be pressing things, and Lexi Holiday Lowry doing her best to stay with her.
Well, talking to Alabama distance coach Nick Stenoff, he feels like Doris Lemon-Goulet has the capacity to run 9 minutes flat in this event. Certainly her ability has shown that. The rhythm she runs with in the steeplechase, she shows absolutely no strain, as those 2 athletes have broken away from the pack, and we'll see how they navigate this first water barrier.
They're both very good technicians and do a good job taking that water jump. So those 2 are in the lead. Let's step aside for a moment. All right, Dan, thank you. We're back at the steeplechase final. It's still the same 2 up front. Doris Lemon-Goulet continuing to press the pace, but Lexi Holiday Lowry doing a nice job keeping pace with her. They're right around 9:20 pace. And Lexi Holiday Lowry would love to get that World Championship qualifier over and done with, getting under 9:18. But more importantly, Doris Lemon-Goulet repeating as champion here in her sophomore year.
In talking with Coach Diljeet Taylor at BYU, she mentioned just how influential Courtney Wayment, the Olympian and BYU product, has been on Lexi Holiday Lowry, who has really set the standard for that program in this event. So I texted Courtney Wayment today to ask her about Lexi and what her advice would be to her in this situation. Courtney Wayment won an NCAA title on this track. She set the meet record that Doris Lemon-Goulet broke just last year. Courtney said Lexi is so smart and determined, has such belief in herself. Just keep being Lexi. What she has done this year has been remarkable. Now it's time to capitalize on her NCAA career. She's put herself in great position, but what do we know about Doris Lemon-Goulet? She gets better and better as the race goes on.
And she is now at 9:15 pace, and that's why there's a little bit more distance now being put on Lexi Holiday Lowry by Doris. Probably doubled it in the last 400 meters.
And 9:15 is the meet record. 9:10 is her collegiate record.
There are team implications in this race with Deborah Chirono of Texas A&M in the field. She's currently back in 5th place.
As you see Doris coming up with 3 laps to go. Her coach asked her after this meet last year, do you want to be NCAA great? Do you want to be world great? She said, I want to be world great. So they've committed to a ton of barrier work. They've really refined her water jumps to make sure her steeple is as efficient as possible. And she has really capitalized on being even more invested in the technical aspects of being excellent as a world-class steeplechaser. Also, watch as she comes up on this water jump. Something that she's doing here, she's going wide. She's going to the right side of the barrier. That's because this turn on this track is particularly sharp. You can see how she takes it rather wide. Lexi comes to the inside. Although it looks like she's running extra distance, it's more of a gradual turn, which allows her to accelerate, build momentum, build more speed to power herself over that barrier and then out of the water jump.
Over the years, the knock on the Kenyan steeplechasers, although they have dominated at the international level, is that they were not terrific technicians. Kip Keino won the gold medal in Munich. Not a great technician, just an incredible runner. And that has been the knock for years. Well, now this is a new generation, and she is by far one of the better technicians on that Kenyan team.
Those laps are getting quicker. She was at 71 seconds. She's now on 9:02 pace.
Which means that Lexi Holiday Lowry is having also a very good run, and she's within herself. She knows what she needs to do. She has to be thinking World Championship qualifying standard, if nothing else. This is her last collegiate race, and the U.S. Nationals are coming up in just a few weeks.
Also, keep your eyes on NC State's Angelina Napoleon, who's sitting in third position right now. She could use Lexi Holiday Lowry as a bit of a mark and try to reel her in to get even closer into that top three, or rather into that top two.
Doris Lemon-Galay's lead has to be 30 meters at this point. She just keeps getting faster and faster. Coming up on the bell lap.
We're on clock watch now, Dwight.
I think that the collegiate record is a foregone conclusion, providing she makes it over all of these barriers.
That was the goal at the beginning of this outdoor season, at some point, knowing that she wanted to hit that 9 flat mark in this event. She showcased incredible form already in qualifying, and now she is capitalizing on this race situation to further solidify her dominance of the steeplechase event.
Her collegiate record is 9:10:13. And she has just 2 barriers remaining, a water jump and a barrier. That was not her best execution over the water jump, but she's doing just fine. Lost almost no momentum. 1 more barrier. She has 100 meters to go. She's at 8:45. She's going to be very close to 9 flat. This is an incredible performance, all by herself.
She does it! She does it!
Just amazing. That's 7 seconds better than the world lead. And Lexi Holiday Lowry certainly under that World Championship qualifying standard for a big lifetime best. Angelina Napoleon crosses in third. 9:08.68 for Holiday Lowry.
That's a 10-second improvement from her lifetime best for Lexi Holiday Lowry. They have such mutual respect between those two competitors. They have pushed each other, challenged one another, indoor track, outdoor in the steeplechase. What we just witnessed is absolutely remarkable, and we don't often see Doris Lemon-Galay look stunned. She looked a little bit stunned after that. It's no surprise that she was capable of this type of performance, but to do it here is incredible.
She just got faster and faster as the race went on. She was on 9:20 pace after 3 laps, and she ends up breaking 9 minutes flat.
Also, the ability to push yourself and grind and accelerate all by yourself, navigate the barriers, navigate the water jump. This is just exceptional talent, competitiveness, and desire to be the best.
Now she's very pleased with that performance and with herself. She could be a medalist at the World Championships later this summer with a performance like that. 8:50, 8:15, the first collegiate ever under 9 minutes. And it isn't done all the time, even on the international level. And we go down to John Anderson with the winner.
I am here with the winner and just the 14th woman ever to run under 9 minutes in the steeplechase. You've been aiming for this. When you come across and you see the 8, what's the first thing that went through your mind?
I didn't believe myself. I was so happy because I've been aiming for this for long. And now here we come. I'm so happy.
We've seen you have great success in cross country and at 5,000. Why is it that you like this race so much?
Because whenever I race, I've been improving so much, and I discovered that I'm good in steeplechase.
You're very good in steeplechase. This is a national championship. Congratulations. Do you have thoughts about running at the World Championships, maybe in Tokyo?
For sure. I've been coming to this race. I've been trying to see myself where I am. I had confidence in me. Today I was sure I'll run my PR, and I'm so happy. So I will be going for trials for World Championships, and we'll see.
It was a wonderful performance. Such a pleasure for us to watch. Can you show everybody at home, show them your nails?
Oh my goodness.
Let's see.
Roll Tide.
Dwight, up tears.
It is my favorite part of her winning a race and you getting to interview her is when she says roll tide. I just love it. Doris Lemongole, just a sophomore at Alabama.
That is her distance coach in the white hat, Nick Stenoff, celebrating with Dan Waters, the head coach of that Alabama program. What an incredible celebration, elation for the Crimson Tide and Doris Lemongole with a historic performance in the steeplechase.